Uncle, your left eye.
Oh, this? It's just a prosthetic. It doesn't bother me.
Oh, good.
Well, how you doing?
As you can see, I'm great. Hop, hop, kangaroo goes hop.
I'm glad the surgery went well.
Yeah. The nanomachines went pew pew and bzz bzz and got rid of all the tumors. At least, that's what I think they sound like. I don't know, they're small. Anyway, everything is fine now. The doctor even said I can dance again.
That's the most important thing.
All thanks to the boss. She paid for the treatment. Can you believe it?
That's not exactly true. Boss didn't pay out of her pocket. It was a confidential transfer of funds from the main office. Iris knows everything about the original and new Cyclops serial killings now. Not just her, Hitomi, Mizuki, Oda, Moma, they all know. The higher-ups were willing to do anything to keep it from getting out. So in return for her silence, they agreed to pay for her treatment.
Maybe I owe it to the shrine. I feel like I ate the fruit of immortality in a dream somewhere.
Then I guess you're immortal, huh?
We'll see 50 years from now.
So, why did you want to come here? I think that's what that says.
Because of the memories. I wanted to come here with Uncle again.
Ratty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it, poke it, fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I win! Yay!
By the way, I still don't have the answer to my question.
What question?
When am I gonna hear good news from you two? When will Uncle be my dad?
Do you like my new body?
The way you are now is more familiar for me anyway, so my old uncle is back, you know? Besides, I don't care what you look like. You're always uncle to me. Isn't that how it should be? To judge by our hearts and not by our appearance?
So I'm really that ugly, huh?
No, it's a rugged kind of handsome. Well, let's get going.
Yeah, we still have a lot of people to see.
Yesterday, Iris was discharged from the hospital. She said she wanted to see everyone who visited her, but she's a little embarrassed to go by herself, so I promised I'd take her.
We also have to get home. Shovel Forge.
If you try it, I'm leaving.
I'm kidding.
I respect that he will still, he's like, you know, despite all this, I'll save your life, but I'm not gonna play that fucking video game.
But we do have a date, don't we? The date we had 3 months ago isn't over yet. So let's go!
It can't be a date if I'm becoming your dad. Yeah, this is definitely the victory lap moment. Let's start taking them.
Dante, honey, who is this?
Have I not introduced her before?
I'm Iris Sagan. Nice to meet you. I'm a net idol from Lemniscape.
A virgin? I'm just saying, sweetie. You look like you don't know a lot of men.
And what about you, Mama?
Me? I'm a fairy godmother, honey, because I associate with fairies and am an older, motherly woman. Wait a minute. Who are you calling old?
You are.
What's going on, bodyguard?
You're So's bodyguard.
Who are yous?
Wouldn't recognize the face.
Don't matter. Talking about So? Quit that gig long time ago.
You quit?
Yeah. That guy fucking sucks. I punched him in the face and quit.
You're drunk, aren't you?
You're drunk, aren't you?
I'm not drunk.
From the look of you, you're pretty good at hiding it.
Mama! Tits! Whoops. I meant tip. I got a big tip. If he gives me one more drinky.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No. No.
Oh, you're lucky I'm in a good mood. Fine. One more round, okay?
Yay.
How are you?
As you can see, I'm a little tight, honey.
How could I see that?
You want to?
I do. I want to see.
Do you even know what she's referring to?
Huh?
About things for the past 3 months.
I can't say much. The public thinks our Ren killed Shoko. And then number 89 busted out of jail and killed Ren. And then he goes and commits suicide by blowing up his own head. That's what all the news reports have been saying. I know there's more to it than that, but
Saito Sejima and his body are both gone forever. The body I was in the past 6 years. The head office would never admit that publicly. Because at the time, the body was thought to be that of Detective Kanami Dante. So they tweaked things a little bit and pinned everything on 89. Said that he committed suicide at the old factory. Only Kanami Dante managed to survive. That's how they wrote it. That's not the truth. The truth is,
spare me, honey. I don't want to hear it. If I hear the truth, I'm only gonna have more questions. There are a lot of things that don't quite add up. Dante's face, for one thing. Looking exactly like number 89. They say that your face got hurt real bad in the explosion. They had to put you under the knife for plastic surgery to save you. Your face turned out like that by chance.
alright.
That's what happened, right? Tell me it is. If it's anything more complicated than that, I will lose my mind.
What are you doing with that bonito?
This? It's not bonito.
Then what is it?
Part of the man who cheated on me. I chopped him up and dried and smoked the flesh.
You're joking, right?
Am I?
I'm leaving.
We should head out.
Yeah.
Oh, leaving so soon?
Don't worry, I'll be back as long as you have information for me.
Oh, enough work. You should come in sometime for pleasure, honey.
Sure, Mama. See you soon.
Alright, next up, the diner. Let's knock that one out.
Oh, Tessa, your surgery went well, didn't it? Ota told me all about it. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Oh, who is this?
Oh,
I'm close friends with Ota, ma'am.
Is that right? Thank you for taking care of my boy.
So, about the diner.
It's doing great thanks to you. The lunch rush is always crazy. My husband and I are working hard. We never get any time to rest.
Yumi suffers from a brain dysfunction. Learned about it just before the incident 3 months ago. Matsushita Diner was actually closed up and her husband's already dead. Unfortunately, it turned out that even the most advanced medical technology can't cure it. But her medicine helps her manage the symptoms. It's a little odd, but it brings Mayumi happiness. To her, her husband's still alive and her diner's still in business. I don't know if she remembers me. I look different than I did 3 months ago. She did ask me who I was after all, and I think the question that Mom asked is a little bit more crazy when you realize that I lost 6 inches on height. Or some shit like that. But she does remember Iris. Is that because she's Oda's friend? About Oda.
Ota? That boy is a handful of trouble, I tell you.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's right. Ota can be really heroic and brave when the time calls for it.
Of course, 99% of life is not when the time calls for it. The 99% of the time is being horribly creepy.
Oh, you're praising my boy.
Don't like it. Not a fan.
Maybe I should give you a meal on the house.
About Iris.
I visited her in the hospital. Oda brought me.
Yeah, I remember.
I was so charmed by her.
No, stop. You're making me blush.
I had no idea she was such a nice girl.
You thought I was a witch or something before, right?
Don't remind me. I was so awful to you. But now I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
Time to go.
Well, let's get going.
Yeah, goodbye.
Thank you for helping my son. He needs friends like you.
Sunfish Pocket.
I am seriously so happy for you, Tessa.
It's thanks to you, Oda. If you didn't help me back then.
No, really, I didn't do much. I just risked my life to save you. It's a total exaggeration to say that I'm literally responsible for, you know, saving your life.
I see Oda is still human garbage. How we doing?
Ota told me. Plastic surgery, right? I kind of like this face. More than the other one.
You're good at your job.
Please come again.
I'm not buying anything. I'm glad you're okay. See, this shit's very weird. There you go. There you go. I can read it better there.
I'm actually exhausted right now. But I can't look tired in front of Tessa. Anyway, how are you?
I guess I'm all right.
Your left eye,
It's fake. I can't see anything out of it. And it doesn't talk.
huh? I see. So, Aiba? What a tragedy.
I'm not gonna miss you. Really, really not gonna miss you.
Tragedy?
Yeah. She was so cute. What a waste.
That's why.
Oh my god.
If she were real, I would marry her.
You would not survive the attempt.
What do you mean?
Ota, what are you saying? In front of Iris?
Oh! Tessa, I was kidding. It was a joke.
It's fine, I don't care.
Thank goodness.
I don't think that's what she means.
He is not aware that he, Whatever. How have you been?
I've been doing good. I'm delivering newspapers in the mornings, working as a janitor during the day, and writing at night. I might just be the hardest working 20-something in Japan.
I don't know about that.
You're hanging out here being fed omelets.
Really, though, I've got to be, like, in the top 3 in Tokyo alone.
I thought of kicking his ass, but I don't know. I think it would take. You really should just kick his butt. No, what? I'm out. I'm not even gonna get your last one.
Aw, you're going already?
I can see you anytime I want, right? At Matsushita Diner?
You'll come?
Yeah, I want you to make me your omelet rice again.
Awesome. Stop by any time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not listening to this last one. You are such trash. Such trash. Who would be a Lemniscape? Is that the fucking taxi driver from 15 episodes ago? Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna fight me?
Okay. Yo.
Yo.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Creepy old man.
Nothing, huh?
Understandably mad? No, I'm sorry. No. She's
Uncle
always
wants
mad
to
at
know
me.
how you've been lately. You don't know? Even though we live together? Of course you don't know, because we barely talk. Even after you've officially adopted me, you don't have any sense of responsibility. That's what she said.
Can you ask Mizuki why she's here?
Uncle wants to know why you're here. No particular reason. Am I not allowed to be here? I inherited Daddy's stock at Lemniscape. This is my company now. Isn't it natural that I'd be here? That's what she said.
Can you ask Mizuki when she can get the entire tree out of her anus?
Uncle wants to know if you're going to graduate soon. So what if I am? Just buy me a new junior high uniform and hire a tutor. I want to go to a good school.
I'm gonna break your fucking legs.
And a new smartphone. And a new iron pipe.
I'll get a new iron pipe and break your fucking legs with
That's
it.
what she said. Can you cut this out already? What happened?
Breakfast this morning. I made
What?
the eggs over easy.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, that's not so bad.
No, that's not it. I made the eggs over easy, and then Dante.
How can I eat eggs like that? I want my eggs over well. Burned to the pan on the bottom and chewy on top.
Oh my god. I'm the problem.
Why don't you just eat an eraser?
An eraser would taste better than what you served.
You shouldn't say that about Mizuki's cooking. That's mean.
Hey, if it's bad, it's bad.
You're in the wrong here, Uncle. Why don't you be honest and apologize?
Mizuki is the one who should be honest. I'm like her hero.
What?
When I was in the hospital, you were crying like a baby. Oh, I can't live without Dante. That's what you said.
No, I didn't. And you were never in the hospital.
Yes, I was. Was I not?
Anyway, why don't you just make up already?
If Dante keeps his promise, I will.
Promise?
The stew, you said you would take me.
Oh, that. Yeah.
This is 3.5 months
not
ago
yet.
or some shit.
Okay, fine. Soon, okay?
You promise?
Promise.
Good. I'm glad you two are being civil again.
Anyway, should we head out, Iris?
Yeah. All right, Mizuki.
See you.
Hey there. That's it? You giving me nothing. That sucks. I would have loved to have dialogue with him. But it was not meant to be. Let's go see my potential future wife. I don't know if that's still happening or not. That'd be neat.
Iris, didn't you say you were going to see everyone who visited you at the hospital today?
Yes, Mom. I still have some people to see. But Uncle really wanted to come here.
I said no such thing.
Come on, don't be shy. There are a lot of things you want to talk about, right? Come on, just do it.
But I'm not ready. Of course, I want to talk to her. I want to ask about what happened to this. This is not for me to do. Even showing up ain't right.
Uncle, you're so shy.
Maybe I could use, a little bit of forcefulness. She can help me loosen up. About her recovery.
Thank you. This is all thanks to you, Falco.
No, I didn't do anything. Also, that name.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Dante. I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart.
About Monica and Renju.
They were my best friends. We would always go to this little coffee shop after school. They had this old game machine there. It looked like a table, and it was about shooting invading aliens or something like. We talked about all sorts of things sitting there. Our love lives, our potential careers, things we didn't like about our teachers. It was their idea that I become a teacher, you know? They told me that teaching elementary suited me perfectly. Those were such fun.
How have things been?
Things have calmed down, thanks to you. The school has changed, but being a teacher hasn't.
About your arm.
No! Stop!
I was silent, but she must have noticed by my face.
If this is about my arm, don't worry about that. You tried to defend me. I know that.
Tommy and Iris know everything that's happened so
You're
far.
too nice, Mom. I will never forgive you. You have to take responsibility.
Iris.
No, let me talk. Uncle will be your right arm. That's how he can make it up to you. Maybe not now. It might take some time, but I'll be waiting. One day, Uncle will stand on Mom's right side, and we can go wherever we want. The three of us. To the ocean, a river, an amusement park, barbecues, and we can make okonomiyaki.
Where's that hot plate I bought?
On the shelf.
And I'm gonna need a raincoat.
Hey, that's cheating!
You're planning on being covered in flour?
Of course, that's why it's fun.
6 years ago, I was an assassin. Nothing I can do now will make those crimes go away. But if I protect them, make sure they're always smiling for the rest of my days, figure that might be enough to outweigh the sins. We have other people to see. Let's head to Abyss. I just realized I'm saving Momo like toward the end. That's good. That's good. He's my dude. We do fist bumps.
I'm glad you finally got out of that hospital.
Thanks, boss.
So, how are you?
Why are you asking? You see me every day.
Are you gonna go to the club later?
Interested? But you're still a bit too young. I'll take you when you're older. Promise.
About 6 years ago.
Boss, I gotta ask. Why didn't you tell me about what happened 6 years ago?
Well, when Shoko's corpse was found, I didn't think it had anything to do with the Cyclops killer. I thought the culprit was Rohan Kumakura, remember? And he committed suicide a year before. I never thought that he was swapping bodies. And the other person responsible for the original Cyclops serial killings was locked up in Fuchu. making it impossible for Saito or Rohan to be involved. So, I didn't tell you. Besides, the sync machine being used to swap bodies is a national secret. I was ordered to never reveal that information to anyone under any circumstances.
So that's why you kept me in the dark?
Yeah.
About Aiba.
Still thinking about her, huh?
No, not exactly.
Well, doesn't surprise me. You two were great partners.
I want to ask you something. 3 months ago, when we exchanged our final words, I look like I do now. I wasn't in Dante's body, but Aiba still obeyed me.
Second command confirmed. I understand.
You're underestimating the Wadjet system.
Huh?
Aiba was no ordinary AI. She was human in so many ways, including the ability to see and think beyond the physical. She didn't need your voice or iris authentication or anything like that. She knew the real you and regarded you as her master. That's why she followed your command, despite looking completely different. I think maybe she knew your soul, Dante. By the way, Dante, I have a gift for you.
A gift?
Close your eyes. Don't worry, it's just some knockout gas.
What?
You're going to experience something incredible. That's my present to you.
Why?
Shh. Sweet dreams, Dante.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
This is the sync room. Pewter?
What? Why are you here?
Am I not allowed to be here?
Of course not. You should have been arrested 3 months ago.
Yeah, he was. You were not nice.
Yes, I was arrested. I'm eating awful meals every awful day in an equally awful detention facility.
Then how are you here?
I wonder.
Don't act dumb.
Dante, it's okay. Boss brought him here.
She did. Why?
She told us not to tell you.
Huh?
Anyway, I'm sort of like his handler now. I'm supposed to be an inspector, but I was the only person qualified for this job. Kind of pathetic, isn't it?
Where's Iris?
Don't worry. She's with the boss. She's safe.
Did you sync with me?
I did not. But I did use the sync chair.
For what?
Something.
And why am I here?
Everything that the boss did, she did for you. Ask her about it. She truly cares about you, you know. That's why she kept silent about what happened 6 years ago.
Huh?
You were once an assassin. If your secret ever got out, your life would be effectively over. But the boss protected you by hiding your past. I don't think she wanted you to leave her alone. Now, who is she to you? Anyway, Now that this is done, I'll excuse myself.
Iris, what happened to Boss?
She went home. She said she needed to do something in Kabukicho.
She left?
Anyway, forget about that. Let's play!
Play.
Shovel Forge.
No. It's not happening. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm going to the Sagema residence. I don't know why I would come here, but I guess I gotta.
I see your face has improved. This one doesn't make me so angry.
I want to ask you something.
Why are you here?
That's a strange question to ask a man in his own home.
I just thought prison would suit you better.
Don't you know the law? No one can touch me.
Even though we both know you committed a crime.
Indeed. 18 years ago. And I was not the one who killed Monica Iwai. That was my son, Saito.
But you hired the Kumakuras to hide the body.
The statute of limitations for improper handling of a corpse is 3 years. I did what I did to protect my son. I hardly think that is a sin. Are you familiar with Article 105 of the Penal Code? Relatives of those who have committed crimes cannot be prosecuted for evidence tampering or obstruction of justice.
That's ridiculous.
I agree. If I were still a congressman, I might think about changing it.
That's right. You're not a politician anymore. The media has already begun tearing you to pieces.
Yes. Soon I won't be able to live in this country anymore. I'll retire to an island somewhere and live the rest of my days in leisure.
Be careful, so. There are a lot of people out there who have a grudge against you. People who will follow you to the ends of the earth.
That's none of your concern. Is that all you wanted to ask me?
Did you ever meet 89?
By the way, did you ever meet number 89?
No, I didn't.
Did you ever see his face?
No. Why?
No reason.
Why didn't you look for Saito 6 years ago? 6 years ago, my mind was implanted into the body of Saito. Yeah, we saw this. Lost my memory and ended up wandering the streets until Boss found me. She hired me and gave me my new name. But so, Saito's father never even put out a missing persons report. Why?
Because of the woman you call Boss. 6 years ago, she came to me and explained the whole thing.
What?
You know about the Cyclops serial killings? The culprit is your son, Saito Sejima. But you already knew that, didn't you?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying we should make a deal. You give me one thing, and I promise none of this will be released to the public.
What is it?
Leave Saito with us. Tell anyone who asks that Saito is soul-searching on a trip around the world or something. Do we have a deal?
I didn't have much of a choice, of course. If I refused, Saito's crimes would be exposed and my political career would be over. Besides, I never held much love for him in the first place. She was practically doing me a favor. So, of course, I said yes. And in doing so, I was able to learn a secret of the Metropolitan Police Department. It worked quite nicely for me.
I guess this explains why he did not immediately, you know, why he would look at us in his son's body and not freak out. About the chemical plant 8 years ago.
I've been studying for the past 3 months. I've learned a lot about the explosion of the chemical plant in Kawasaki. It was caused by you and Rohan, the chairman of the Kumakuras at the time.
As you know, my son Saito was abnormal. With all of the awful things that my son did, I used my money to cover it up. But that got increasingly expensive, you see. One day, 9 years ago, Saito called me.
Dad, I thought of a plan. A foolproof plan to make us rich.
The chemical plant explosion plan. To help ensure that the casino in Kawasaki would be extraordinarily profitable.
It was Saito's idea.
True. My son was born with an abnormal mind. But if I had never been involved with Monica in the first place, perhaps he wouldn't have ended up losing control completely.
Why is he always smoky when he does this? Was he cold from that warehouse or something?
As soon as he drove his knife into Monica, something awakened in him. In the end, that's what led to his destructive, violent plan.
You sound like you're blaming yourself.
Perhaps.
Why'd you call Shoko's phone? That phone. That one time.
Do you recall the conversation we had? That my secretary got a call from number 89? That is true. I did get that call.
I know. You spoke with number 89, didn't you?
I did.
What did you talk about?
He told me this. A woman named Shoko Nadami knows what happened 18 years ago. Contact her.
And you called her phone?
Yes.
Why did 89 want you to contact Shoko?
I can't say exactly. The only thing he said was, I realized everything when Shoko arrived. I have to see her again. I had no idea what he was talking about.
Well, I guess that's it.
Well, I'll be seeing you so.
I very much doubt that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
We parted without saying goodbye.
Oh, damn. I left Iris waiting. She might be angry. I gotta get back to her soon.
I can't believe I left this for last.
Dante, let me tell you something. God exists. When Tessa was in the hospital, I prayed to this shrine every day. And guess what? My prayers worked. God must have been listening.
Are you crying?
No, dumbass. I don't cry. I don't.
Yeah, you're crying.
Thank you, God. Thank you for saving Tessa.
I fucking love this dude.
Anyway, what are you doing here?
Someone wanted to see you when she left the hospital.
Tessa, you didn't have to come see me.
I really wanted to see you.
Oh, well, in that case, yes, of course. I am here.
About Rohan.
Don't talk to me about that guy anymore. I know he was a murderer, a real piece of shit, but we were brothers. I can't be mad at him no matter how much he deserves it. But I can't just forgive him either, you know? So I figure, fuck it. It's better to just forget about him.
How's your injury?
Injury?
You got shot 3 months ago.
That was just a scratch. Didn't even hurt. I'm all good now.
Wedding.
Wedding.
Dress! Bless! Tessa!
Imaging.
Compress. Process. Tessa!
Oh no.
Redress, transgress, Tessa.
The net idol superstar!
Tessa!
A set, you bet.
Wow! That's really cool!
The brainwashing has begun.
What did you do to these guys?
Just a little propaganda. Sun up to sundown, I made them watch your videos, Tessa. They got addicted!
It's very good.
Tessa! I'm so honored to meet you. Is it okay if I shake your hand?
You bastard! What makes you think you're good enough to touch her hand?
It's fine, it's just a handshake.
Yes!
The fat one ran up to her, and with a look of awe, slowly took her hand.
So soft.
He shouted out in joy. And died.
What?
He fainted.
Too much excitement, I guess.
Jeez, Tessa's a force to be reckoned with. That's some good conditioning. Your clothes. Are you wearing the right size?
Shut up! None of your business. Lost a lot of weight, okay?
You look like you're dying.
I'm not!
You really should see a doctor.
Oh, Tessa. Believe it or not, I am a doctor.
Seriously?
Yeah, he doesn't look like it, but he really is a doctor.
They come to me when they don't want to go to a real hospital.
So...
Yeah, he's our mob doctor.
What's your name?
Why would I tell you?
I want to know too.
I'll tell you. My name is Yogano.
He lost all that weight because of a girl.
Boss?
Yeah, some nurse at Central. Nasu, I think.
Anyway, I've gotta go.
Anyway, sorry to bother you, Momo.
Dante, wait! Before you go, I have one favor to ask.
Oh boy, here it comes.
This is hard for me to get out, but...
Yeah, spare me. You want to see Iris's panties, right?
Panties? I never asked for something like that.
Then what do you want?
Puff puff.
I'm sorry?
I want Tessa to puff me.
Oh my god. Fuck off.
You know what I'm saying? Just shove my face in there. Just...
Are you kidding me?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You know what? Fine, I'll ask.
Dante, you're a real friend.
All right, close your eyes.
Yeah, like this?
Good, yeah. Stay still. Do not open your eyes, okay?
Promise.
You ready?
Yes!
Okay, let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! Dante! I've never felt so alive! All these shitty years of my life have been worth it for this moment!
Boss?
Let's go.
I don't know what what's going on, but okay.
This is amazing! I am living!
I'll never forget you, Mama. Zoom with bad frame rate at the start because of loading.
Iris, why did you want to come here? Haven't you seen everyone you wanted to already?
Yeah! Thank you for today. It was a lot of fun.
Is the date finally over?
Yeah, I guess so. Thank you. Not just for today, but for everything. 6 years ago, you helped me and my mom, and I'm so grateful for that. Will you close your eyes for me, Uncle?
You want me to close my eyes?
Yeah, please?
Wait, you want me to close my eyes? Do you?
Just do it, quick! I'm so nervous, I'm shaking.
Oh man. Oh no. No way. It's happening. All right.
Okay, open them!
What?
Ah! I will cry.
It's been a long time, Konami Dante.
At a time like this, I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say. You are, that is, who are you again?
You haven't changed. You're still an idiot.
You idiot.
You idiot, I thought you died. I was worried about you.
Pardon, but you were the one who issued the self-destruct order.
Anyway, I want to know something. The number, 41205. There must be something to it.
It does not. It is only my favorite number.
Your favorite number? I see. Oh, sorry. I hear everything Aibi says over this earpiece. I think I understand the meaning behind her number.
What does it mean?
Iris, do not tell him.
Uncle, think of the alphabet. What's the fourth letter?
A, B, C, D. It's D.
And the first?
A.
And the 20th? And the 5th?
I see.
What's going on?
Allow me to explain. I, or everything that constitutes my I, disappeared completely 3 months ago, including all of my backup data. However, fragments of my data were being secretly uploaded to cloud servers around the world for years. By downloading and decoding these fragments, I was able to regenerate my memories and consciousness. It was the Wadjet system that brought me back to life. That system is responsible for proliferating my data. Wadjet is like a mother to me. And she protected me as her child. And I am forever grateful to my mother. Never underestimate the power of Wadjet.
Why are you here?
To be exact, I am not here. You are seeing an augmented reality virtual projection of myself. My physical self is...
In my left eye?
Yes.
How did you get in there?
I see you have not become any more astute in my absence. Think carefully.
Everything that the boss did, she did for you.
At Abyss, when I lost consciousness.
Yes. Pewter embedded me in your eye socket.
I knew the whole time. Boss told me about the plan to restore Aibi. I wanted it to be a surprise for you, so...
Is this my thank you?
Yeah, but it's not over yet.
Huh?
Anyway.
Aiba. Welcome back.
Glad to be back. I'm home.
Well, now that Aiba has risen from the dead, I think we should celebrate with a dance number.
A what?
No.
Hit it!
Teacups that are flying, on maps mystifying. You'll think that I'm lying, this old tale of mine.
I guess she's not taking those lessons.
A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre. Fruit never expires, you've seen in your eyes. You've seen in your life. While the old bow their heads, while the blind meet the blind, the marble loses shine, the eye clouds by design. But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make miracles. Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist all of your heart.
I'm still waiting for a dab.
World erase you, passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light. A punch to the forehead, my kick like a warhead. You're pinned on the floor spread. I'm queen of this brawl, and I'll show you all.
I don't wanna hide it, that's what I decided. I can't live divided, I know I was wrong.
I'm losing it. Everyone's so much better than her at singing.
While they all lose their way and forget about faith.
While the rain turns to ice, their hearts lock like ice.
But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth.
The fires of love can warm any heart.
I hate to interrupt. How can she do that with her hand? What the fuck? I thought her hand was disabled.
See through the void in your eye, unwinding the pyramid of your mind, unending. Revolt even with death, impending. Live on, dream through space, rending. Walking with the spirit of hope beside you, and our hope shall never die. The fires of love will never die.
Boogie.
Is the best detective.
Although without me he's ineffective.
That's it, we're done. I'm walking out of here.
I'm home.
Welcome back.
While the old bow their heads, while the blind lead the blind, the marble loses shine, the eye clouds by design. But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make miracles. Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows.
Why did we invite the taxi driver?
Embrace you, resist, allow your heart to take you. Never let this merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light. The invincible rainbow arrow.
By the way, everyone, the reason you can see me right now is because I'm projecting
Oh my
myself with
goodness.
special
I'm all
technology.
warmed up over that. I swear, you call me a fridge one more time! You will not find your body. Oh, I'm kidding, Dante, honey. I love you. Kisses from Mama.
Sounds fun. Hey, Set, you bet!
My eyes have been opened, everyone. I mean, the game just told me. They're like, hey, you know, you understand. Would I like to save? No. Dance has been unlocked. Well, that's it. We've finished AI the Somnium files. It has been a interesting time. I thought I'd talk a little bit about it. This is the fourth of these games I've played from Uchikoshi over the past couple of years. Went through the Zero Escape games. That's 999, Virtue's Last Reward, and Zero Time Dilemma. This one is interesting in that it's not related to those at all. It obviously has the footprint of those. Stuff like jumping between the flowchart at the very end, carrying on information from those jumps. Though in this, it went in a different way. And a general feeling of the story having dark turns, not being able to progress until you know certain things from other places. But it felt like its own thing. Overall, I'd say this is the best one of these he has made in terms of like a full experience. The one that I feel like people hold up a lot between his three games there are 999 and then VLR, depending on which one people's preferences are. I feel like 999 comes off weak in a lot of areas because there is an abundance of conversations about pseudosciences and other things that drag on for too long, and it happens at such a regular, constant rate that it just makes there's more downtime in that I felt really bored at times. I also didn't like all the puzzles in that game specifically. On top of that, there are just some things that are left open, and the resolution and reveals I feel like are a little bit weak in terms of a twist that I felt. I came out of it going, I guess it's over, you know? That and the fact that there are so many questions that are not answered in that you had to go and read an interview on the website of the game to get some of those answers. And then some of them are just straight up made for a sequel, which I don't know if it's necessarily a great idea. And then the sequel, one of the big mysteries there is the author basically saying, go fuck yourself, it's not what you're thinking at all. It's just whatever. I'm not really gonna approach this. VLR I also think is pretty alright, but at times it takes a bit to get going overall. And some characters are a bit on the awful side. But aside from that, I thought it was a pretty alright experience overall. And then ZTD, which was it had everything that those other games had, but in a more we have no money type of standpoint, where overall the presentation was terrible, but in a funny way. And it went crazy in ways that I want from those types of games. So I ended up liking it around the same way I liked those other two games. The difference with this game, though, is it does everything right for me. It tells a story that I think is really solid. The mystery does not feel bullshit. It feels like it's properly set up, and I actually think it's really interesting and almost chilling, this body-hopping final twist thing that they do. And in general, I think it was really, really good. There are a couple of pacing problems, I think, where you kind of talk with people a little too much at times, where I kind of want to just get to the next thing. But even then, it's like only by a couple of minutes. There's only like one section where you're going through the secret organization that ends up not being real, and talking about the pseudoscience stuff that brought me right back into those other games he made. And I'm like, that's just a thing he does. The fact that that's basically the only time in the game that it happens and doesn't feel great, I think is good, because it means the rest of the time it's, you know, it works out fine. The little action sequences are neat. The Somnium puzzles, I'd say, are pretty solid, and the way they split the flowchart is pretty good. In general, if I was to say anything, I kind of wish there was more. There are more times where you had to jump back and forth through timelines and stuff as you learn new information. It only kind of happened toward the end. That being said, this is trying to be its own game, so I understand why they did it to a minimal degree. Overall, I think the story is pretty well presented. Its twists are really good. Its character writing is incredibly strong, and it feels really current with some of the stuff it's saying, like all the social media let's play stuff, and all that stuff just feels really finger on the pulse type of stuff that you don't really expect. And I think they handled that well. And I think the one thing that I think is also pretty important, the way it handles some fan service stuff, it handles some LGBT type of stuff. I feel like it handled it in more than just a few ways, more than just a conversation from Mizuki that happens where she kind of, you know, preaches things about it, which I think is nice on its own. But on top of having a character like Mama, having a character like Pewter, who, despite going to jail, still wears the same outfit, but seems to be in love with Mizuki's father, who's Renju. I forgot his name because you hardly interact with him. You just search for him throughout the whole game. I think that stuff's pretty good. But above all that, for my personal tastes, the fan service in this game didn't fucking embarrass me this time. Because the other games, they always had to bring in like some big titty woman, and then maybe attempt to explain why they're in such an embarrassing looking outfit. The only character where I'm like, oh man, yeah, you just wanted to put titties in this, is a receptionist character. That makes sense, and she's barely a character. She has like at most maybe 6 paragraphs worth of lines, which I think is good. I feel like this is you know, some restraint there. I think was pretty nice. Overall, I think the writing is solid, the gameplay was good, and I just think it was paced relatively really well. It's the best one of these that he's made, and I'm looking forward to the next Uchikoshi title that he brings out. If he just continues to make these types of games, visual novel-esque games that take advantage of jumping through flowchart to flowchart, I will like that, because it is an experience I cannot get from anything else, or at least nothing that comes to mind. And overall, I think the presentation here is good. It's not perfect. Any action scene, for the most part, lacks the punch I would want, but the budget really shows in that way. But it is not as bad as Zero Time Dilemma, which was the worst it's ever been. But yeah, I've come out of this really satisfied, and I hope people have enjoyed this Let's Play I've done of AI the Somnium Files, the Somnium Files, whatever it's pronounced. I sure hope people didn't want me to pronounce it I, because every episode I have not. But yeah, I'm coming out of this pretty satisfied, and I hope you've enjoyed this entire like month straight of episodes of this Let's Play. That's gonna do it. There'll be a bumper at the end advertising my Patreon should you be interested in helping to support content just like this. And I will see you guys for future videos and future projects here on the channel. This has been KZ with another Let's Play. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching. My videos are not possible without the generous support of people over on my Patreon. You're seeing their names go across the screen right now. Of course, we have to give some special props to some of the higher tiered patrons, and I'm gonna do so now. They include people such as the Wayfinders, such as Losky3, Dronic LX, Sheep Heavenly, Mr. I Like Bacon, Javier Porksword, Haas Bear, Matthew Cassidy, Jordan Pastrana, and Azure Counselor. But standing even above them as my ultimate supporters, the organization, the highest tier, includes Kristen Cervantes, Grim Reaper, Colleen Suarez, and finally, Ed Rodriguez. Thank you so much to the people who support me over on patreon.com/KZXcellent. If you want your name featured, head on over to the Patreon link in the description and consider supporting and checking out the various perks. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.